Hi everybody, my name's John Harrop from Aptis Tutor, the place to come to for everything Aptis exam related. And today we have another Aptis for Teachers questions with sample B2 answers. I'd like to say hi to all our students and especially to our teacher colleagues in Uzbekistan who we know are about to take the Aptis for Teachers exam in the next couple of days. Good luck everybody. It's impossible to memorize all the answers on this video, so what we suggest is that you watch the video and then you pause the video after each question, then spend some time writing your answer, and remember to keep to the time limit and the word count, and then finally compare your answer to our sample answer, and in that way that will give you some idea of how you're getting on. Okay, task one. You have joined an organisation called Education for Everybody, which aims to improve education in developing countries around the world. You have 5 messages from another member. Write short replies between 1 and 5 words to each message. Our suggested time to do this is 3 minutes. Where do you teach? A secondary school in Nukus. What do you teach? I teach maths and physics. What's the weather like at the moment? You could say it's hot and sunny or it's raining, but these are quite simplistic A1 level vocabulary. So remember, you want to show the examiner how much vocabulary that you know. And so with that in mind, we've written, it's stormy and humid. What's your favourite film? The Godfather, a true classic. And in this case, classic means they're the best of its kind. Do you read a lot of books? No, I prefer watching television. Task 2. Before you attend your first meeting, you have a form to complete. Use 20 to 30 words and our suggested time for this is 7 minutes. How much time can you dedicate to the organisation? And when's the best time to meet? I work full-time at the moment, so I don't have a lot of spare time. After 5 p.m. and at weekends are ideal, though this will change in the school holidays. Okay, so we got full-time, which is the opposite to part-time. And then spare time, which is the time that you have available. And ideal is the best or most convenient for you. Task 3. Before you attend your first meeting, you have the opportunity to chat online to the other members. Talk to them using sentences. Use 30 to 40 words for each answer. And our suggested time for this is 10 minutes. Remember, your answers should sound informal, chatty. And the first message is from Benji. I'm one of the founding members and I'd like to know why you decided to join. So remember, read the question and answer the question so you get full marks for task fulfillment. So in this case, Benji wants to know why. Well, I'm about to retire. My children have all grown up and left home. I wanted to do something useful with my time, so I thought I could offer my experience to the teaching community. So in this example here, you say that you wanted to do something useful with your time. Look at the answer and look at the different tenses here. So we've got about to retire, so we've got about to future, have all grown up, present perfect, left home, simple past, wanted, simple past, and could modal. So in just 40 words, you've shown the examiner how much grammar you know. Akbar asks, what type of volunteer would you like to do? I'm not really sure yet, as I've spent my entire professional career teaching maths. I could easily teach numeracy skills or something more advanced like bookkeeping or accounting. But I'm wondering about trying something different. Right, so we mentioned numeracy skills, and this is the basic knowledge of maths like addition, subtraction, simple multiplication, and bookkeeping, which is the keeping of accurate records of the financial records of a business. Okay, so this is the money usually that comes in and goes out of a business. And then you've got accounting, which is using financial data compiled by the bookkeeper. The bookkeeper is the person who does the bookkeeping to produce financial models. So that's the difference between the two things. So again, you're showing and demonstrating to the examiner that you have a lot of vocabulary. And the last question, Noor asks, we've just heard that we're going to get funding from the government. How do you think the money should be spent? To be honest, right now I haven't got a clue. But I'm sure that once I've been to a few meetings and done some research, I'll have a better idea of the areas we should concentrate on. Okay, again, we look at this. We've got the present simple, I haven't got. I'm sure another present simple, I've been present perfect. I'll have a future, and should is a modal. So again, in just 40 words, you're demonstrating your knowledge of grammar. Task 4. You have been involved with organising an event to raise money for the organisation. You receive this email from the secretary. You have been involved with organising an event to raise money for the organisation. You receive this email from the secretary. Dear member, we are writing to inform you that we have decided to cancel the charity brunch you have been involved in organising. As you know, the event was planned to take place in 2 weeks, but unfortunately there are still only 30 people signed up. Please understand that as we had expected at least 100 attendees, we would definitely make a loss if we held the event as planned. So, very regrettably, we have no choice but to cancel it due to lack of support. We apologise to those members who have already done so much to organise the brunch, and we want you to know how much we appreciate all the work you've done. Regards, Johnny Jessup. So the first thing you have to do in this is write an email to a friend who is also a member. Write about your feelings and what you think about the situation. Write 40 to 50 words, and we suggest you spend 10 minutes on this. Since you're writing this to a friend, the language that you use should be chatty and informal. It should almost sound as if you're talking to your friend. And remember to answer the question too. So it asks you to do 2 things. So write about your feelings and also what you think about the situation. Hi Sophia, have you seen the secretary's message? I'm really fed up as I've already spent so much time working out all the details. Why are they giving up so quickly? I'm sure that if they advertised it better, more people would come to the brunch. Best, Chris. Again, we've got lots of different grammar here and also some quite interesting vocabulary too. So if you look here, we've got fed up, and this is an informal way to say that you're annoyed. And also the phrasal verb to work out, which means to calculate or organize. And also to give up, which is to stop trying to do something. Dear Mr. Jessup, I'm writing in response to your email about the cancellation of the brunch. Although I appreciate that the organisation would lose money if only 30 people attended, I feel that you are abandoning the event too swiftly. Perhaps it would be possible to save the brunch by organising some promotional activities. For example, you could place advertisements on popular websites or hand out flyers to distribute in the area. So you've started off by saying that the organisers are abandoning, which is giving up, the event too swiftly. And you offer some suggestions, placing advertisements on popular websites or handing out flyers. You know, these are the sort of bits of paper about this big. See if I can get a picture of one. Yep. Which you can distribute or hand out in the local area. I also think it would be a good idea if you or the President of Education for Everybody did an interview with the local TV station. We need to emphasize the importance of raising money to improve education in developing countries. As you mentioned in your email, many of us have spent time and effort organizing the charity brunch. So I encourage you to make more of an attempt to save this event. Okay, so we've got two phrases here, is to spend time and effort. There's collocation, and also is to make an attempt, which is another collocation too. And finally, yours sincerely. We use this because we know the name of the person who we're writing to, Chris Guest. Well, we hope you found the video useful. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment or a question, and we aim to get back to you as soon as possible. Remember, we have lots more information on our website at www.aptistutor.com. Again, good luck to everybody who will be taking the exam soon, and take care and stay safe.